Welcome back to Trucking Answers. We are back. Okay, are you 1099 or are you an independent contractor? Let's go through it. Let's face it, most people that are 1099 are you 1099 or you're an employee? Right, that's right. Get it right, Mark. What are you doing? Okay, you're probably an employee, even if you're 1099. And I don't care, you're an owner-operator, you have 2 trucks. Okay, I can't employ everybody. Yes, you probably have to. The first question the IRS asks is, who owns the truck? Who owns the truck? If you don't own the truck, you're an employee. That's pretty much, I'm looking to see what's coming up here, okay? That's pretty much the thing. If you don't own it, you're an employee. First thing, you got to own the truck. Another thing the IRS asks is, do you have control of the truck? Do you get to determine where it fuels, where it's fixed, who puts tires on it, what kind of tires there are, what kind of control you have? Okay, so do you provide the tools, which here is the truck, do you control it? And can you suffer a profit or a loss? Now, a loss is not where you are off that week or the truck is down and so you don't make any money. That's not a loss. The IRS would say the truck is down that week, you had to spend $1,000 to fix it, and so you are negative $1,000 for that week. That is a loss. Otherwise, you are an employee. And look, you think that you're doing better at 1099 or whatever. You're not. You don't have any workman's comp. You don't probably get any vacation. You have no health insurance, dental. You have nothing. You have no protections, okay? And the company is making out by you have to pay both halves of Social Security. Normally they would pay it and you pay your half and they pay their half. Now you pay the other half. It's called self-employment tax. So you end up paying these taxes. You get no benefits. You have nothing. So you're probably an employee anyway. All you're doing is letting them out of the fact that they don't have to pay all your benefits for you. So what do you get, a few $100s a week? And if you bought the same benefits you'd get in a company, you wouldn't do any better than you are now. So let's take a look at that. You need to be an employee. If you think that you're misclassified and you want to become an employee, call the Department of Labor in your state labor board or whatever it is, and say, look, I've been misclassified. My company's hosing me, they're 1099ing me, and I'm actually an employee. They will look into it, and if you're an employee, the company will have to pay back workman's comp and all that. If they find out, right, they're going to fire you, but who cares? There's tons of jobs. There's jobs flying. Whoa, a job just flew by me, just like that. There's jobs everywhere, okay? So don't worry about that. Don't get misclassified. You're not doing yourself any favors to be at 1099. 10 years from now, what did you get? $10,000 extra. Congratulations, right? If you get hurt, you will wish you had workman's compensation insurance. All right, the last thing the IRS looks at, one of the last things anyway that we're going to go through here is, do you have the ability to work at other places? Are you really independent? Like, okay, I drive a load for you, and then can I go over and drive for somebody else? Especially if you think you own the truck, can you take the truck and go drive for somebody else? That's a big question that they ask. Are you independent? I drive this load here, that load there, I set my hours, I determine when I work, I say when I don't work. That's what makes you an independent contractor. They contract for your labor for a short specified period of time, or it can be unspecified time really, but they contract for a short period of time, and then you can work somewhere else. You determine that as being independent, all right? So otherwise, you're probably an employee. If you're watching this, unless you own the truck, right, that's your first thing. There's owner-operators, you have your authority, you're independent for sure. But people that are driving for somebody else are likely, 99% of the time, employees that are misclassified. Don't get it wrong. Don't have problems with the IRS later. That's a problem you don't want to have. Okay, thanks for watching. We're going to be back soon with more Trucking Answers.